Good morning, and welcome to Coffee with the Tigg and Friends. Volume number 93, I think it is. 92, 93, 94, somewhere in there we're at. New things, that's why I haven't unveiled the camera or anything. Today is December 30th, by the way. This is the last Coffee with the Tigg for the year. So, who knows where this is going to go, where we're going to begin. I have Tom and Bill muted right now, so we'll see what happens. I'm going to just type it out, we're live, because they're talking over and not paying attention, probably not. So we'll just do that. Big reveal. I did some work yesterday, today. Some of you saw yesterday. Some more of it today. I figured out a few more things. I now don't use, I'm only going to be using the Android cam for this particular show, because the other cam, you'll see where I've moved it to. I've moved it since yesterday. You'll get to see where that goes. So without further ado, the big review. Well, let's bring the guys in here.
It's tiny.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Morning. We're all talking now. We're all live and good to go. There's Tom with his usual noise. Wouldn't be a Tigg show without Tom's microphone noise, I'm telling you.
Oh, bitch.
Anyway, I'm about to reveal the big the thing that I've been doing with the layout of the screen here. So get ready.
Wow.
Wait till you see what I did since yesterday. I've done a lot of work on it since yesterday. I figured out quite a few things. So I'm about to reveal that.
Cool.
Here goes. Ready? We'll click the button. There it is. There it is.
I'm not on the show. I'm not even on.
Oh my lord, you're not even watching the show. Right now, I'm just going to use the Android cam for this particular show, because that's the one that's the one I'm looking, when you're looking at right now, is this one right here. It looks dead at me. Because the other cam, my racing cam, I have moved. I moved it, and it looks really good. If you see me looking off to the screen, that's where the OBS screen is. But when I'm doing the sim racing, really, Tom? Really?
What?
You don't hear that?
He's like a one-man band with his microphone.
I know he is. See, this is this.
It shows there's nobody watching your show right now.
What else is new? It's Sunday morning. Nobody likes the Tigg show, but
Sunday.
Sunday.
So, go on.
So this is the cam
show.
This is.
It's interesting that it shows all three of your pedals are being pushed.
No, it doesn't. See? I actually had to. I turned that from transparent to solid. So
they get shiny. They get shinier.
Yeah. See, I turned that from transparent to solid. That way, it fits into that window a little bit better. There's actually an e-brake on there, but I've never hooked it up. There's a little e-brake symbol underneath the wheel there, but I don't use an e-brake.
What do you have that mapped?
No, I don't have that mapped. Excuse me.
So what?
I'm just saying.
What's going on? Hey.
I'm just saying.
Bless you.
Thank you. Anyway.
Just say.
Thank you. But the screen here, the screen all here, with where it says Coffee with the Tigg, that is now the game screen. Nothing will be over the screen. You will see everything I see. Coffee with the Tigg at the bottom, that is actually underneath the screen. If you notice, the little toolbar came up, so that's completely under the screen. So
okay, and that's the chat that'll go above
that. The chat the chat is off to the right there. That's not even covering anything. Nothing is getting covered. What I see is what you will see. Okay, let me show you this cam. He's not kidding it, but here's the racing cam. Look where that angle is. It took me forever to get that to work out right.
Did you get the new cables?
I didn't get the new Ethernet cables. I got the extension cord. I got the one extension cord. So I'm still working on that. But this is the angle. The camera. It is. It is. Well, it's because it's directly connected to the computer. It's not going through Wi-Fi, so it's going to be a lot sharper. That's another reason why that's another reason why I wanted to get this extension cord, because of the way the image is, and you're just limited to the how far you can get the cord to go. But that's where I'm going to be racing from. If you see hand goes on the wheel, you can see me shifting. The only thing you can't see is the pedals, but that's what the wheeler's for, so you can see the pedals. That's what I've done last 2 days. It doesn't look like very much, but it took a lot to figure out, especially getting this coffee with the Tigg, which is going to be the banner. I'm probably going to put times up and stuff with that, fix that up a little bit so it doesn't say, you know, what time it is.
What do you mean? What do you mean you're going to put times up? Where at?
Where it's under.
What do you mean? The show
coffee?
times?
Yeah, the show time. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
just noon Eastern, and that's about it. And probably the days I stream, but that's about it. But coffee with the Tigg is.
Caught up.
Yep. So we'll take off this cam one, and we'll go back to this camera, and we'll go talk to you right here, because I'll keep looking over there. That's the problem. I got so used to looking over to the right for everything that it's going to take me a bit to get used to looking straight ahead. We got the beautiful button willow shirt on today, along with the 78 hat. Back to Laguna Seca mug. If you'd like to see your local track, or a track you like, or whatever on the show, PM me, direct message me, private message me, whatever, that you want to send me something. I always accept gifts, and I will give you my address, and then you can send it to me to be seen live on all the shows.
Send me a damn shirt.
Send me a damn shirt. No, I'm just... Hey, YouTube... The only one that won't show up is Facebook, and I have to figure that out, why that won't show up, but... I will get that figured out eventually, how to get the Facebook chat to show up in here. So that's another project and a half. And he's over there typing. I can hear him. He's already been on Discord. He's on YouTube, and now he's going to go to Facebook, and he's going to see that it doesn't show up. That's the next hurdle. After probably figuring out how to get the two computers to talk, because those cables should be here this week. So I'll get that done. So on with our show. Remember, for those who follow me on Facebook, I said that we'll discuss our nightmare tracks. Well, I think I've conquered my biggest nightmare track, which was... Are you done? Oh, he had to move. He's dead. He died. Laguna Seca. He's dead, Jim. I'm an elevator. I'm a doctor, not an escalator. Star Trek references, gotta love it. Pop up everywhere. I'm a Laguna Seca. I think I've conquered that monster. I think I'm going to do it for a few more different.
The fear is gone, I can tell.
Yeah, the fear is gone. I'm going to do it in a few more cars there, something a little faster when I've been driving. Take that on and then move on from there. Bill says he has a suggestion for my next track to take on.
Sonoma.
I hate Sonoma. Which version of Sonoma? Which version of Sonoma?
Exactly. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, does it?
Doesn't matter.
The Can-Am? Well, basically the NASCAR or the Can-Am. Whatever version of the Can-Am.
No Sonoma? There's no Can-Am Sonoma. Can-Am never ran at Sonoma.
Well, that's what they call it.
Excuse me?
That's what they're calling it in the... Well, the long or the short?
No, they don't.
Yeah, they
don't
do.
call it. They call it long and short.
Unfortunately, in The Sims, people are calling it Can-Am. I cannot help you with that.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. I have several that say Can-Am. I have several.
No way.
I have several that say it.
You're thinking of Riverside.
No, I am not thinking of Riverside.
Riverside.
I am not thinking of Riverside. And I'm pretty sure I can find it real fast what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I bet you can't. I bet you can't, you whippersnapper.
Locations. I have a ton of tracks too with GTR 2, but this doesn't very many folders. Riverside, Sears Point. Okay, that's the one. I've got like 5 different versions of Sonoma, and of course I'm not going to be able to find it. I know it's in there, Sears Point 2011.
It's not called Can-Am.
I know it's not, but that's what they're calling it.
Well, that's what you were saying. That's what you were saying.
Yeah.
Called, don't tell me Don't tell me those lies.
Well, I'm not saying that's what it's called. I'm telling you what the idiots in sim racing are calling it. Okay, that's what I'm telling.
They're not calling it that.
Okay.
I've never seen. Never. This is bogus information.
I have.
You're like fake news. Fake news.
Oh, shut up. I think Tom died. I think Tom died. Anyway, he says take on. I will take it on. How's that sound? I will take that on after this. After I get more comfortable. I thought I could. I don't know. I've got so many. I know I've seen it. Look at that. 2 different Willow Springs. Yeah. 2 different Willow Springs.
No. Yeah, that's true.
Yep, one's bad, one's good. How many roads Riverside still have? Riverside 1, Riverside 2. This is just in GTR 2.
You changed the name.
That's what it was called.
Changed the name.
Really
was? It was?
Yeah.
No way. Really?
Yeah.
That's hard to fathom.
What?
Why they would do that?
No.
Oh, this is driving me nuts.
What is?
Finding this stupid logo.
No painting. There it is. So what track other than oval tracks? Anybody? Sonoma. For you though. Sonoma. What's for you?
No. But you said you hate that track.
I do. I hate that.
Signed you on.
Okay. Well, I already said I'm going to do that next. For you, since nobody else seems to be listening or watching or talking, or they may be on Facebook.
I don't know.
And I hate.
Let me go. I'll go look.
Well, I can do it too.
See if anybody's watching you. No, you can't. Don't do it.
I know. It'll be.
Stay focused. Stay focused.
Redone.
I'll bring you information, boss.
Mm-hmm.
Dan's Facebook page.
No, it's called the Tigg.
Videos.
It's called the Tigg.
I know it is.
Oh, okay.
Okay, there it is. And you have. Looks like no watchers there.
What else?
Yeah, pretty much no watchers.
Okay. Well, it's all good.
Oh no, where's one? Oh wait, that's me.
That's you. One would be you. One would be you.
That would be me.
That would be you.
There's one. That's me.
And here comes Tom back.
Where are you?
What is your mic?
You're not even on.
What?
His microphone is hypersensitive.
I know. What is it on? It's like it's
hypersensitive.
Turn it down.
Oh no! It's not that it's up or down. It's however it's connected to your headset. It must be loose or something, and it's picking up all.
It isn't.
No, then I don't.
Hypersensitive.
Yeah, it's not noise canceling. That's for damn sure.
I got it at 44 dB.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
It's good. It's good to go.
Yeah, we're all good.
Moving on.
So, Bill,
I don't see anybody.
That's
I'm
all right.
the one watching on YouTube.
What is that little logo?
What little logo?
That little logo is the one, and I don't know what that is, Tom.
I don't know what that is either.
I've got another picture. I'm sorry. This is a sidebar on painting. Sorry.
So if anybody can identify that logo on the back of Kevin Harvick's car, let the guys know. It's on the side. Oh, by the wheel well? Yeah, that's where it is, right by the wheel well. So if anybody can identify that...
Right side of the car. We're looking at this one right here.
Probably says I am a...
Don't anybody tell us that's... Is that the truck center? That's what it is, isn't it?
It could be.
It's that... What is it called? What is it?
Rush
Truck center.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Yeah. That's exactly what that is. Boy, they couldn't afford...
It's got a round...
That's just no. That round thing is that's on the car. That's when they scan it. That's for when they scan it to see if it's out of alignment.
And that's why they put the logo there to try to mess up the scanner.
Exactly.
That's what they're doing.
Exactly. That's
the only reason it's there. All right, so we've solved that problem.
Wow, what did they pay? Okay. They probably paid $1,000 or more to have that sticker stuck on there. It's this little tiny little thing.
That's got to be about 4 inches.
What's the gold? That's not on the car.
That's the beer can.
This is a different car, Tom.
Oh, okay.
But it's the same logo.
Yeah.
I've looked at 4 different pictures of it, and they all have that and that. Some of them earlier cars have the Haas in there too. They have a Haas, the Alta, and the Rush Truck Center. And there's another one I saw too. But anyway, but that's how we identify logos, kids.
Mm-hmm.
We work hard. We find pictures of them, and then we blow them up to
incredible sizes.
Blow up heights.
Yep, and that's how real painters work. They just don't say, I couldn't figure out what it was, so I just made something, or I stole it from somebody else.
I found a bunch of renders of cars that didn't have those logos on.
Imagine that. Anyway.
Okay,
I dinged.
Okay,
What dinged? Something dinged. I don't know what dung.
It was some ding ding dong dong.
Some ding ding dong dong. I don't know. Probably my phone. I don't pay attention to my phone while I'm doing the show, but anywho, unless it's an important phone call. Anywho.
Right, tell me that's not it.
That's it. That's it.
They took out a lot of the boxes. So it's
Yeah.
gonna take a little work to make that.
Yeah, but that's what it is. Yep. That's what it is. Okay, so
you're doing your Larry King imitation again today.
Oh well, that's the way it is. That's the way it was.
You're listening to Larry King live.
I'm a thousand. I was a
Larry King.
I'm a living mummy. I am a living mummy.
Well, there's a bunch of those, Tom, so you have to find one that'll work for you. But that's what it is.
Yep.
You're welcome.
Yep.
Hey, here's Adam. Welcome, Adam. Yay!
Adam.
And he's muted right off. He muted himself right off the bat. So there you go.
I don't blame him. He's got screaming kids in the background. Screaming 7-year-olders.
Good morning, Adam.
Good morning. How we doing?
Yeah,
How's life in Texas?
How's life in what?
Texas.
Texas, I
Colorado.
don't know. Couldn't tell you.
Oklahoma.
Not really sure. Yeah, it's in Oklahoma.
Oh, that's right.
Oklahoma is the place.
You know how you find Texas, don't you? You go to the middle of Oklahoma,
and
take a whiff, and then you go to
You find the asshole of Oklahoma?
That's right. I forgot you were in Oklahoma. I was thinking of somebody else actually. That's in San Antonio. San Antonio. They might as well take it on them because they're the same thing. Until we get to talking about college football, it's a different. But
we're gone.
Hey, my Sooners sucked it up last night. I'll tell you what.
Sooners did their job.
Yeah.
It's an expensive game.
Hate to tell you, Adam, but I'm a Alabama fan.
Oh, roll Tide.
Yeah.
Well, you shouldn't even.
And that's what this show is about. Yeah.
We lose all kinds of control.
Either way, it didn't matter. But
Tigg's just patiently waiting us out.
yeah,
That's all right. No worries.
it's a pretty good quarterback.
He's so hot he's smoking.
I'm not that hot.
All right. So what was the topic? The topic was tracks, Nemesis tracks. Tom, what's your Nemesis track?
All of them, because he uses a joystick.
Oh, guys. No, let's not go there, Dan.
Hey, what's your fastest time at that Laguna track, Dan?
Oh.
It depends on which mod. Which depends on which mod.
When you were
He
the
didn't.
one you were running yesterday on the same track, what's your fastest time?
A 130.03.
I'm at 124.858.
Oh, that's the joystick. And what?
No.
Yeah.
In what? So you're saying a joystick's good?
Yeah.
In the same Ferrari car,
Yeah.
Oh my.
same track and everything.
Really?
Oh my. You know why? Because he's on the curbing like he's supposed to be.
Probably. Probably.
You got to aim for those curbing. If you're not hitting those curbings and those overruns, you're not going to get it fast.
And it's also the.
Because I downloaded the track yesterday and I said, I'm going to beat Dan's time.
I know that's what
Everybody beats my
that's
time.
what-
I've never said I was the greatest sim racer in the world, did I now? I've never claimed to be the world's greatest.
I don't
Hold on,
beat your
Tig.
time.
Hold on, Tig. I thought you were.
No, fuck no.
No.
You're not?
Oh, fuck no, I'm not.
No. He lives in the same zip code as reality.
Yeah, pretty much.
Same zip code.
Uh-huh. Oh, I know where I mess up. I just, it's just going back and fixing it and fixing it and fixing it. I got Izzy hair all over the place, damn dog.
Today's tweet of the day is Jeff Gordon.
What do you say now?
Actually, yesterday, and he said Dale Earnhardt Jr. No one sat lower in the car than your dad. And they got a picture. They got a picture of looking at the side of the car. It's a real close up on Dale's helmet, and the side of the car cuts his nose off. That's how low he's sitting. He's sitting so low.
He's sitting outside the car.
He looks like a lowrider, man.
Okay, don't start that.
Hey, don't only intimidate, man. He's a lowrider. He just needs to trade that Impala, that Monte Carlo for a real The Intimidator is a lowrider, man. Yeah,
oh, it's not.
Right there. That's it. Lowrider. Lowrider Dale. Lowrider Dale, go, man. Viva la Dale. Wait a minute. He's dead, ain't he? Oh. All right.
Yeah, no, Facebook.
Oh, man,
I still haven't figured out how to get Facebook to carry over onto this yet. I will figure it out, and then we'll have it all going. But yeah, Southpaw 62 says he called Rush Truck Center before y'all did. So there you go. You got beat. He just did it on Facebook, and nobody saw it.
Well, you know what?
Killing me.
So officially, you didn't do it, Southpaw, because if you didn't get it known to us, how can you're sitting there by yourself in your jammies saying, "Hey, that's the Rush Truck Center logo." you gotta let us know.
Yeah.
It was saved once by how low he sat in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that's what it ended him too. Because his airbag didn't go off.
I can't wait till they put airbags in race cars, because that's coming.
Oh, it's coming.
It's coming. It's coming.
No, the reason it won't come is because they tend to beat and bang on each other, and
well, yeah. Well, the sensitivity.
Dragging down the
it's Sean. Hey, Sean.
All of a sudden,
so everybody uses different
names.
names.
Is it Sean?
Yeah.
Is it Sean?
Which Sean? I know about 3 of them on the internet right now.
Is it,
which one are you?
Reap? Is that you? No.
Reap?
Which Sean?
Reap?
Sean Reap?
Yeah.
Sean Lake? Sean.
Yeah, y'all spell it wrong too, so there you go.
I didn't spell it.
I didn't spell it.
What?
Oh, it went through Dale's windshield. That's Sean Reap. Okay. There we go. There we go. We're getting things straightened out. Well, good day to you, sir.
Well,
Thank you for joining us.
Okay, so Sean, you got to stay it out in public in the clear where we can see that. And I'm over there wasting hours while you're doing. When did you call it? That's what I want.
Now wait for the delay, and then wait for him to type.
I did the work. That's all I'm saying. I did the work.
Oh shit! Spilled coffee on myself.
Moving on.
So, Sean, what's your nemesis track? What track can't you run? That's the good question. What track? No matter what you do, you can't get a good time, or you just can't get a good lap in. Go, everybody.
I think it's more about what you don't like. I'll tell you. I'll say it out loud. Bridgehampton scares the crap out of me.
Why?
It just those downhill sweeping turns.
Really?
Because I drive a real car, and so when I'm going downhill like that, I don't accelerate. So I tend to back off because look, there's a hill and a big turn. So yeah, real driving hurts me. I've just seen that logo so many times. Phoenix and Cups are.
Well, not an oval. It's
Phoenix.
Really? That's easy.
No oval scares me.
No, none. Well, maybe the quarter mile.
Well, I don't know. Pocono messes with people, including people on this show.
Yeah.
I'd have to say it'd be Road Atlanta.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one.
Same thing though. Same issue for me.
Elevations. All the elevations.
Downhill turns. I don't mind. I don't mind blind turns. I don't mind a lot of things, but big, long, fast sections of the track that have a big sweeper at the end, and especially if they're off camber, like Bridgehampton,
Mm-hmm.
and there's all that sand on the track, you're just gonna waste it. And also because I've ridden a motorcycle.
Have you really?
Sand on the track. Don't wanna. Yeah. Sand and motorcycles don't mix.
Well,
Unless it's a
no.
dirt bike.
Well, that's the same as motorcycles and wet
Sean
leaves.
says he loves Pocono.
Yeah, I don't mind. I
Sean
don't.
loves Pocono.
If
Well, that's the thing.
if I had to pick one oval that I don't like,
He's got a left.
yeah, if I got to pick
You
one
said
oval, no, Martinsville.
Pocono.
I can get around it fine. I just don't like it. I just don't like it. I know.
It's a road. It's a road course.
It's
You
a-
just got to treat it like a road course.
Yeah, I know. I hated it in traffic. I can drive it all day long alone, but in traffic, once you get in a big thick of cars,
Well, that's
yeah, it's
not
just
the
a pain.
track, though, is it?
Yeah, but that's the one I can't really drive all that
That's
great
right.
in traffic.
That's your little friends. Your little friends out there helping you.
Banging.
Here, let me help you change lanes.
But other than that, there's no oval that bothers
you know,
me.
You know who doesn't like Martinsville? You know who?
Who?
Martin Truex Jr.
Oh yeah, I know he don't like Mark. No, he doesn't like Joey
Get outta
Logano. You out of here!
Oh, that was.
Oh, you
that
can't
was
see my
the-
wheel
That
anyway.
was the man. That's the man moment that a lot of these new drivers all have to have.
Man
Man
up.
moment when they gotta say, I want this more than I want to be this guy's friend.
Well, and
That's
even
the
Dale
moment.
Jr. even told him
And they all
he's too
have-
nice.
They all
When
have
Dale Jr. tells you
Yeah,
you're too
but-
nice, there's something seriously wrong.
When they interviewed Joey after the race, and they asked him about that, I could tell he was still having mixed feelings about it. It's like he didn't want to do that, but he wanted to do that.
Well, you got to do what you got to do to win.
He wanted that ride. And he said I've listened to Sirius Radio for the last week, and
You're lost.
several times they talked about that. They talked about that. No, it's very fascinating. During especially the holidays, they're doing a lot of retro shows. I mean, it was '96. Martinsville race yesterday. It was pretty cool. Yeah. Anyway, but he was saying, what was he saying? I can't remember.
I don't know. You're the one that started this
One of
conversation.
them senior moments. Had a senior moment. All right, never mind.
Like a caffeine moment, if you ask
For
me.
roadies, anything with tight S's. Anything with tight S's.
Well, then
How do you feel about Sonoma, Sean?
Yeah.
How do you feel about Sonoma? I can't believe you're not on the mic. You're on the mic all the time. What's going on here?
Oh, probably because he doesn't
Got
want
baby
to.
sleeping in the back. Baby sleeping in the background.
I know he does.
You want to have?
Yeah. I'm gonna have that probably, but the format
Yeah,
calls
I
for.
agree. I agree with you, Sean. I totally agree with you. I don't think these guys. I think there's a lot of good guys out there that don't want to drive like that, but they will when they.
Well,
other than
that's when you
other
have
than
to do
Kyle,
it.
Kyle Busch, he don't care.
No,
Kyle Busch don't
he
care.
wants to win. He wants to
Kyle
win.
Busch,
That's his first and
you're out
foremost
there-
thing. Is he wants to win, and that's
when you're out
whatever
there
it takes,
with
whatever
Kyle
it
Busch,
takes.
He sees you. He sees Goodyear on the side of your car. He thinks you're a tire barrier. That's what it is. And I honestly, I applaud that. I applaud that.
He wants to win, and he does what it takes to win
Yeah,
without killing somebody. Which
And all these kid drivers have to have that moment when they realize I can't be liked by everybody and still win.
Well, it's also when they.
Martin Truex learned that.
He's not a
You
kid,
can't
though. He's been in the series long
you
enough.
can't- The nice guy doesn't finish first.
No.
I
No.
mean, even Jeff Gordon, who's pretty dang nice.
Yeah.
Pretty dang nice.
In the height of his career, he moved people out of his
Dude,
way.
Wouldn't hesitate. Yeah, he tried to move Dale out of the way as much as he could. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
and he was one of the guys that Dale respected him for it. Even
Yeah.
though Dale said he was the first one to win, the first man to win the Brickyard Farm. That was a funny moment. Anyway,
so Sonoma seemed. Yeah, you're talking about just a NASCAR course, not the long course. Try the long course. Of course, in NR2K, there really isn't a good version of it. There are several of them, but they're all kind of sucky, to say the least. If that's all you drive.
I think that.
What's that?
I can't remember. My brain's not working. I almost won Sonoma FSB in the trucks this season, and it fell apart at the end. How did it fall apart?
You probably overdrove the track.
That's
Overdriving
what we do.
overdriving is your nemesis. I did that yesterday.
Yeah, right at the end.
Right at the last lap. Half a lap to go. Half a lap to go.
No, you got the ticket for distracted driving. Is what you got.
That
Am I out
basically.
of gas?
Am I running out of gas? Am I not going to make it to the end? So I shouldn't have listened. But the spotter never comes on, so when the spotter comes on, in GTR2,
right.
you kind of catches your attention. Other than the occasional yellow flag in the sector somewhere, the spotter does not come on.
You're gonna want to put some gas in there any minute now.
Mark Martin is an example of a guy that drove very and never won a championship.
Yeah, he was
I
a
think
great.
That's why.
Well, he should have won one. I
He
got
won
turned by
he came in
another.
second. Second.
But
position on the
because he lost that championship because he raced 30 one race. Remember? And they took points away from him. He raced 2 dirty. He went from one extreme to the other. And they took points away from him. They took like 50 points from him, and he lost by like 24 points. So, and I think that was Dale's seventh cup too. I think that's when that was.
Responded to Sean. Responding to Sean, who's carving out his chat on rock tablets like Fred Flintstone. Mark was robbed many times.
Oh yeah,
but he also was too nice to take it sometimes when he probably should have. He just never crossed that line. He never would, and I admire him for that. I've always liked Mark.
Yeah,
me too.
He's a good guy.
Respected him a lot. The way he drove, he didn't take any more than was really there. And maybe that's the point there, is that sometimes it's not there, and if it's not there, should you take it? Maybe you shouldn't take it if it's not there. If you can't drive around somebody, maybe you shouldn't take it. But that's not what people want to see.
Sorry, move you.
Yeah, that was
inspection.
That was a bad deal. Who knows? Mark's still very active in the behind the scenes.
Very behind the scenes. He's like
Very active.
he's like a program director over at Roush. Everyone's
typing on the phone. Oh my.
Oh my
That's
lord.
weird.
That is
a stone tablet.
That is definitely a stone tablet. There you go. Now we'll move that back over.
So let's go back to what you're saying though about Sonoma. That really wasn't Sonoma though. That was just racing.
Yeah.
So
don't blame the track or do you boot him out? Hey, I've been in leagues. I've shown up for leagues, and if you overdrive a corner and you boot one of the admins, I've been in leagues where, accidentally bumped an admin, and they were running just as poorly as I was. But you know what? Next day I was kicked out of the league. So there you go. I've been there, done that. Don't ever boot anybody out of a league because of their, because. Yeah, what?
They just were looking for an excuse, and you finally gave it to them.
It was my first race. It was my first race with those guys. Seriously, and they weren't any better than I was, not by much anyway. But
I'm consistently wrecking the second place guy in Delta.
Are you really?
Yeah, but it's not my fault. It hasn't been my fault. I just was in the way. And I stated my intentions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're just.
It's just like, well, in the last one, it was, well, frankly, it was Tom's fault, because he put this big block of Chevy stuff out there. He threw the block on me sideways. I hit him in the numbers, but I got out of there, and then the leaders came around and they laid waste to him. And all I saw was this pirouetting car through the sky. I'm thinking,
Yeah.
how do you get those big cars off the ground like that? No, actually, I was thinking, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me.
That's what you were actually thinking. I'm driving. I'm staying up. I'm staying high. I'm almost in the wall. I've done that when I
Yeah,
really.
No, you guys have a good show of FSB. I love the show. I really like. I haven't caught one lately. I really like FSB. I like Sean's race coverage. I love it. Love Milty. Love them all. A good show.
Well, now let me see here.
What you got?
What you got going on?
So Tom, you never did state a track. Which track?
Yeah.
I did too.
No, you
What
didn't.
did you say?
Road Atlanta.
Oh, yeah.
America.
Adam!
No, not Road America. Not Road America. How can you hate Road America?
That's a great track.
That's just a basic great road course. That's
Yeah.
classic. No, so I deny that answer. Road Atlanta all day long, all day long.
Road Atlanta or Road
Yeah,
America?
okay.
You're getting the two
I'm
mixed up.
I'll be watching more. I'll be watching more, Sean.
Yeah. I won't be because I never have time at night. Sorry. That's why all my stuff's in the daytime. That's the only time I have time. And even then it's pressed for time. Never have time at night. I get yelled at.
Yeah.
I won't go
You
there.
get yelled.
So, Adam, do you have a track that you just can't drive or you just hate or what?
Is
Or-
Adam even on still?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
you are. Okay. He's
Oh.
just quiet in the
He's been
background.
sleeping.
That's probably what
sleeping
he's
in the
doing.
background.
I would too.
I heard his snoring.
I'm heading to work. I'm falling asleep.
Oh, he's in the
totally
car.
on the road.
Yeah, that's the
You're
way to
heading
do.
Work? You're heading to work?
I work all the time, man.
Is there post Christmas trauma at Home Depot?
Well, it's
Not,
retail.
not so much, to be honest with you.
I mean, there's not. I mean, I guess there's returns of tools and stuff. I had that already.
They have
I took
hey,
those.
have you not been in a Home Depot? They got everything in there.
No, I know, but not after Christmas. I mean,
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
didn't Home Depot buy out Craftsman?
Lowe's did.
Lowe's
Lowe's
did.
did. Okay.
Lowe's did.
Lowe's
Do you
did.
know if they're going to honor their lifetime warranty?
He wouldn't know. He works
They
for
will, yeah.
he works for
Of
Home
course they will.
Depot. He works for Home Depot. You're asking about Lowe's. That's great. Well, when I was at Menards the other day.
Well, Danny's in the business. He should know what his competitors are doing.
Not necessarily. All we did was
Well, who's going to turn
I'll
down
find
a
out.
lifetime? Who's going to turn down a lifetime warranty on a tool? I mean, because the tool manufacturers will take it back under warranty anyway. They will. They're going to cover all that stuff. And when they get bought by another company, even change their name and everything, they still take. A lot of times they'll still take it. They don't advertise it because they don't want everybody bringing all their stuff back because
Exactly.
10% rule there they're trying to operate under. But yeah, no, I've worked everything I've ever sold. We change brands, we take back the old warranties. Yeah.
Yep.
Part of business.
So I'll throw my 2 cents out there about a Craftsman brand, right?
Right.
So Craftsman, the brand itself is an awesome brand, right?
Yeah.
I grew up with my father's tools being Craftsman,
AJ Foyt. Yeah.
but bad move on Lowe's part, mainly to the respect of the Craftsman tools was a tool back then, and it doesn't mean nothing to a millennial today.
No.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
Home Depot offers a lifetime warranty tool called the Husky, which
Yeah,
is
Right, we know.
better engineered tool, right?
Right. Very well
It
done.
has the same warranty, and that's what the millennials are seeing now. So that's a one up on them for Husky versus Craftsman. But I'm not going to discredit the Craftsman because I like
No.
Craftsman, right?
Yeah, and plus a generation of people that would say, "Well, you're crazy," you know. So
Yeah.
why would you badmouth that? No. And then, like I said, remember the Craftsman. You know, his dad used Craftsman tools, and
His great granddad used Craftsman. I bought
that
Craftsman at
hammer he
Walmart.
beat on that that hammer that he beat on that Indy car with was probably Craftsman.
Everybody's
Bang, 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 bang. You know, but yeah, no, Husky's good tools.
O's. O's, he O's, is off to work he goes. We know Lowe's is good. Well, that's just the thing there too with Lowe's. You know, they bought out Craftsman, and all of a sudden Craftsman's on a Toyota, and they're off of Jimmy Johnson.
I think it's curious that Lowe's would buy Craftsman.
Well,
Other than trying to eliminate a competitor, I wonder if that's what they're doing. They're going to liquidate him. I wonder if that's
no,
what they're gonna do.
no.
Because I mean they've got Cobalt Tools and they've got their own brand. So why would you bring in another? I don't understand why you would do that unless you think you need a wider door, which signals health issues with Lowe's.
They probably got a damn good deal from Sears since they're trying to
please buy this.
redo stuff.
Well, it's not that they got a damn good deal. It's that there might have been a bidding war. Who knows? Because everybody knows Sears Kmart is going out of business. Everybody sees the writing on the wall. I've seen it for 20 years in the retail business. Eventually, they are going to close the door. Craftsman at one time was part of Western Auto. Western Auto closed their doors, so it became all of Sears' responsibility. I don't think it's available in Vaz Parts anymore because of that. You can't get it anywhere else, so the business, Lowe's, Home Depot, Menards is the ones that should have picked it up, to be honest with you. They need the boost. They need the money. But Lowe's, who already has, like you said, the Cobalt, Home Depot has the Husky. Who does Menards have? Nobody. They don't have any real good tools. Their tools are crap. So they should have picked it up.
I wouldn't consider Menards a national brand. We don't have Menards in the West.
Well, true.
There's no Menards in Colorado. Is there Menards in Oklahoma, Anna?
Not.
I don't think so. It's not a national brand. I don't think they're west of the Mississippi. I don't think they are.
They're all over Iowa. Iowa. They're all over Iowa.
Okay, so they are. So they're west of the Mississippi. Okay, so
yes.
But they're not west of the Missouri then. Okay.
They might not be. I honestly do not know.
I don't think they are.
I don't.
Well, there was two folds to that deal with Craftsman, right? There's two folds. So
yeah.
You guys know how to.
They picked up that Craftsman tool brand, but they actually dropped another brand that's very familiar that a lot of people don't know yet until that spring's going to hit. And they're going to realize that, they don't have the parts for them anymore.
What is it?
So Home Depot was first offered that Craftsman brand, and they turned it down because they already had the same brand but better called Husky, right?
Right.
Lifetime warranty and tools and whatnot. Brand established.
Well, you're talking like a commercial.
Yeah, for sure.
He's talking like a manager.
Send this to your boss. hey, watch me. I was repping the show, man.
It's a shame that they got rid of their brand called Troy-Bilt. So Home Depot bought the brand from them, right?
Right.
So everybody's got their garden tools or their mechanical tools that they have, and they're gonna want to go out for the spring and get their stuff started. They're not gonna be able to get it from Lowe's, and they're not gonna know where to get it from. Well, Home Depot now is gonna offer that brand inside of their store locations. So, and then on top of that, Craftsman's not doing very well for them, so they're pushing.
Well, yeah. So Home Depot or Lowe's own Troy-Bilt then? Is that what you're saying?
Home Depot owns the exclusivity to Troy-Bilt now.
Oh, okay. Home Depot. Okay.
It's owned by MTD or Cub Cadet or whatever identity you want to go under.
Yeah, MTD. Yeah. Yeah. And we sold I don't know what you call them, white box brand of
he's turning. I can hear his turn signal.
Stuff. And Sean says Sean, you're saying you thought Menards was
auto parts
hardware or something?
Yeah.
Or accessories. You know what? I didn't know what. I finally looked up Menards just a few years ago, and I think I was looking for logos and stuff, and then I saw all the green. I thought, why the heck are these cars yellow? That is not Menards color.
No, it's not.
Why aren't they green? Those cars ought to be green.
Well, that's a racing stigma, no green cars in racing. It's a bad luck.
No, that's over. No green motorcycles, no green semi trucks. I think that's over. I think.
Who knows?
I just thought Paul was cool. Had his last name on the side of his car. That's all I thought.
Yeah, really.
No.
No, I saw Menards.
Somebody told me it was a store.
I saw.
I was like, oh.
I remember Menards from Trans Am, early Trans Am, of course.
Mhm.
But that's what I remember them from. In the blue cars, So,
Well.
which didn't make sense either. I believe that was back in the day when we don't have green race cars unless they're Jaguars. Jags
Or
are
Lotus.
green, but nothing else.
Lotus.
Or, oh yeah.
Anything English. English.
They're both race
English.
racing.
Proper English. Proper English. Anyway, I didn't know what Lowe's was either. I mean, I've seen it in racing through the 90s and all that stuff, but when I moved here to Iowa, it's like, oh, I moved basically right behind one. Like, oh, that's what a Menards is. It's a hardware store.
Yeah, it's funny because out here, it's Home Depot is the build it store and Lowe's is the finish it store. You do the hard. No, it's not a put down. It's just
I know.
They have more fluff and shiny stuff at Lowe's, and it's a little more expensive. But when you really want to build something, you want lumber and stuff, you go to Home Depot.
And that's the interesting thing, because
and
Menards
I
has
find
all of that.
true. I find that in practice. What I really don't like is when I go to a hardware store and there's people in the aisle that are asking me questions that don't know as much about it as I do, And I mean, it's like what you're at, and I'm asking you about plumbing is the worst. They're telling you these stories, and that's not true. And plumbing's weird with all the different schedules, and every other 5 years we change schedules. So now this pipe is everybody's got mixed breed scheduling in their plumbing anymore because nothing sticks around long enough to. It's all just different. But I go down to the plumbing aisles at either one, Lowe's or Home Depot, and a lot of times I get people in there that don't know crap about anything. It's like, really? This is not retail. This is hardware. I mean, I know it's retail hardware, but it's like, come on, get somebody that's done something with this.
No, it's just a kid off the street. That's all.
Find the old guy. You find the old guy.
Well,
some kid.
Scott,
some kid that needs a cat to clean up his chin with. I don't,
Yes, Scott. He knows all about. He'll know all about hiring. Scott, you know all about hiring. It's the way it is. You're not going to get that guy who knows what he's doing because he's going to want to get paid for it. These kids, they don't mind making $8, $9, $10 an hour, so that's why they get hired. That's the plain simple of it all. What you want and what is reality isn't two entirely different things. Sorry to say. It's the truth.
Well,
all right, guys, I gotta go.
All right, have fun at work.
Into work here. Just go then. I'll try, man.
All right.
Hey, you guys.
Thanks for taking the time.
Good talking to
hey,
you.
Adam.
Yep.
Thanks for coming in.
Yep.
Yeah, you bet.
Thank you
Later.
very much. Okay.
And everybody in the store is going, oh no, Adam's here.
Adam's here. Clean. Somebody clean the bathroom. Somebody sweep sweep the floor. Sweep the floors. Sweep the floor. That was the big thing when I worked at Walmart. Sweep the floor. Anyway, that's just
not here. You work here. You don't work.
Yeah.
You just stand around.
You're standing around in a big circle talking about all the empty registers and people lined up, and there's 6 people standing around.
Out here, Walmart is unemployment for people that want to look like they have a job.
Well, it's the same everywhere.
Yeah.
It's the same. This is wrong.
I see 20. I wouldn't let the day there. I mean, I'd be telling people what to do.
Well, that's just it.
Get to work. We're not paying you to stand here and chat with 3 other coworkers. Get some stuff done.
3 times I've worked for them.
Don't wait
3 different stores. And each one of them, I was the hardest working person in the area that I worked in, and I was always the one in the most trouble. So there you go.
Sean says his cars were green early on because he was anti-superstition. That's funny.
It's just,
I'm a green car kind of guy.
I think they use.
Even paid any attention.
I think they use the yellow because it stands out. And since they're not front runners, they need to stand out so their logo gets seen. I think that's why that's my opinion on the subject.
And the thing is, those cars aren't yellow.
No, they're like
they're day glow green.
Yeah, well, yeah.
They're day glow green. I mean, they are so greenish yellow. It's crazy, really crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, back to the track subject, maybe.
Maybe I don't know. Do we ever stay on top? Do we ever stay on topic? Do we ever stay where we're going? Or do we take forks in the road elsewhere and come back again? No, that wouldn't be that would be normal for this show for exactly what we're doing. I think we've covered the tracks pretty well too, to say the least. We've picked out Sonoma, Road Atlanta, Road America. I've heard mentioned. Pretty much any short oval or anything under a mile. A mile or under for ovals. What else? It's like nobody's brought up North Chief.
Oh, I don't. Sorry, I don't do European tracks.
I know you don't.
Not into
Spa actually is actually a challenge for me.
I'm not an F1 guy.
I don't care about F1. That's Spa is a cool track.
I know.
North Sheep is not an F1 track. Hasn't been an F1 track for 30 years.
I like British tracks.
You like long flowing tracks or with sweeping turns. You don't like slam on the brakes, go down the first gear, go 5 miles an hour through the turn, and then hit the gas and take off. I know that. That's what it is. What goes without saying?
I'm American, damn it.
Yeah.
Grew up
I know.
a mile from
But I know you did. Here we go with I grew up a mile from Riverside. Good frickin' Harry Dale. When you grew up out east, and I grew up
a mile from the 7-Eleven. I'm sorry.
No, I grew up a mile from the police station. So there you go. The Burger King was a mile away too. We didn't have a 7-Eleven until the mid '70s. We had regular gas stations, and then the 7-Eleven didn't have gas when it finally was built because there were so many gas stations, mom and pop gas stations still around. But anyway, we didn't have a race. We didn't have the closest racetrack to Philadelphia. Literally, is either Nazareth, Pocono, or Delaware or Dover. I mean, literally, those are the closest tracks. There may have been small dirt ovals, but I never knew about them because nobody I knew was into motorsports. Nobody I knew was. Family, friends, nobody. I was the only one. Out of maybe 80, 90,000 people I knew, I was the only person actually into motorsports growing up. Exaggeration on the amount of people, but seriously, I know Nazareth is gone. Unfortunately, that's sad too. But literally, I was the only person I knew, so I had to watch what was on TV, and basically it was what was on ABC. You got to see a lot of European F1 races back in the day, which was cool. But you didn't get to see a lot of the what took place here because it just wasn't shown. We didn't have cable back then. We had what was over the air. God forbid you only get to choose from 8 different channels. That's what we had, and what was ever on the national sports, that's what we watched, and most of it, of course, was F1. So I got to know all the tracks. So they don't bother me as much as they bother you, since you grew up a mile from a racetrack. Lucky you. I wish I had. Maybe I'd have a deeper, greater appreciation for everything than I do right now because that's what I'm used to. Was 20 years, 20, 30 years of just watching it on TV. There you go. Now, anyway, we're digressing again.
That's what we call an auto racing snowflake.
Literally.
I didn't have it growing up.
I didn't. But I watched what I could, which is basically at one point, way early '70s, was the Daytona 500 tape delayed, Indianapolis 500 tape delayed, races like that. Maybe a couple of NASCAR races tape delayed, and that was it. That's what we got. So we lived with it. That's what I lived with until But
Sean, how close are you to New Jersey Motor Shop? I got Tigg's disease.
I know. Well, I haven't done that
New
yet.
Jersey Motorsports Park.
I gotta go evacuate. So I'll be back in a minute.
Thunderbolt lightning.
Everybody go?
I guess it's our 9:53 pee break. Everybody go now. That's down in South Jersey. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say it can't be very far. It's back east. Nothing's very far back east. It doesn't mean it's not close. What's closest track to you, Tom?
I would say Pocono.
Pocono. How far is it?
I don't know. I've never been there.
Oh my gosh.
Where in New
I
Jersey
don't
do
go
you
to
live?
races.
Oh,
You gotta
that's
go to the races.
Yeah.
I don't go to races no more.
why
It
not?
costs too damn much and it's too many people.
Well, you don't go to big event. Which track do you live by?
You just missed it.
Pocono.
Oh, well, yeah, I
Let's
wouldn't.
take a-
I wouldn't go to Pocono either. That's just,
I would. I'd go there. It looks pretty. It looks like
Oh,
a
it's-
place to sit. Can't you park on the grass somewhere in the trees or something?
on the back straight, on the Long Pond Straight. No, you can't because it's on a hill actually. If I remember correctly, it's on a little hill.
That's
Yeah, the last race I went to was Martinsville. Probably 20 years ago or more.
Well, don't you have a local track you can go to? You know, dirt track, little asphalt, nothing.
Nope.
Willow Grove.
Well,
Oh,
I
no.
got Lincoln Speedway. I got
Yeah.
Stevens Grove. I got
Ah, see.
well. What about
Williams Grove.
Yeah, Williams Grove. That's what that.
well, Sean's saying poor visibility at Pocono. What about when they're running the road course? Is there any infield seating, or can you set up in the infield to watch races when they're in the infield?
Where are you at in Jersey, by the way? As soon as you tell me where you're at, I know exactly what tracks are close to you.
He's south of the river.
There's south of the river, the Delaware
Yeah.
River.
No.
Well, that's what it is. But Dover is a great track. I'd actually like to see a
Yeah.
race there. They're in Bristol. No idea about road courses visibility. Well, Pocono is. If you look at it, I mean, seriously, if you look at Pocono and how actually short the grandstands there are, if you're not in the infield, you're not going to see shit. That's the way I look at it. They're grandstands. I'm in Long Valley between. Oh, okay, yeah, I know exactly where you're at. Ain't nothing around there.
and that's not good news, Sean.
Yeah, if I know where that's at.
Dan knows exactly where
Oh,
it's at.
Oh, see, here we go. Here comes the thing now.
Tie up your dogs. Tie up your dogs.
I'm in Iowa, so it doesn't make a difference anymore. But when I was a kid, my stepfather worked for a food distribution company that distributed fine cheeses. So I got to go with him on deliveries, and we drove all over hell in Jersey, all over hell in Pennsylvania. So I got to see a lot of shit that a lot of kids my age didn't get to see. So instead of racing, like you got to see. We're all developed.
Iowa has more race tracks than any other state.
I know it does, and they're starting to close some too. They've closed like 3 or 4 of them in the past couple of years, just because there are too many of them.
Well, everything is 45 minutes from me too, Sean. Except that I'm a mile and a half from those places. I can walk to most places faster than I can drive. There's traffic here in California.
It's horrendous. God, I hate this place. What are you doing there?
Horrendous.
Anyway,
Horrendous.
that's a private conversation.
Well,
let's see where I live right now. I live in a town called Melbourne, Iowa. Within 45 minutes to an hour, I have Marshalltown Speedway, which is a local dirt track, which is about 20 minutes away. Then I've got Iowa Speedway, Knoxville, Melcher Dallas is another little quarter-mile midget track. And I think there's 2 more that I can't think off the top of my head that are around me. That's the amount of racetracks I have around me. You know how many I go to a year? 0. That's what happens when your significant other is not in the racing. You don't go to nothing. So I'm gonna be the snowflake of frickin' racing today. I'm gonna tell you that much. Anyway, anywho, I need a wasabi pea shot.
Yeah, we can tell. Oh my gosh. You should save those and use them as Christmas ornaments next year.
No, I'll be buying more.
Hang on. I gotta finish up that logo for you so you can put that on your car.
Wasabi pea. Wasabi pea.
Boom, 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 boom.
That's only my second can this month, so that's pretty good. Usually like 4 or 5.
Wish I knew how to paint a lot better than I do.
Oh, you do a nice job, Tom. Why do you say that? What is it to your...
it's a pain in the ass trying to get all the stuff off these logos.
No, that's
There's got to
that.
be an easier way.
Cleaning up stuff to use is an art in itself.
Mm-hmm.
There's lots of different ways. Different paint programs have different.
All right, let me see if I can. I'm gonna save this as Bush 2 PNG.
That's Iowa too, but I got racetracks all around me.
Oh, you're cleaning up that bush shield thing?
Yeah.
That's a 10-minute car, and you're still 20 minutes into it. What is that? No, unfortunately, the logos are all an hour and a piece.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm a fictional painter.
Yeah.
Does that mean you're a fictional painter, or you paint fictionals?
Yeah.
I'm not really a painter. I'm a fictional painter. Yeah, I totally understand.
Honestly, sometimes, Tom, it's easier to trace stuff than it is to actually cut the crap off of it.
You know, I wish Ian could come on today because he's always
He's
talking
not
about tracing stuff, and I
has not been on
if he
for
doesn't
weeks.
have one of those. I wonder if he doesn't have a pin,
He might.
an actual pin, and one of those things. Because if he had one of those,
Yeah.
if I could trace with a pin, but tracing with my mouse, I'm not.
No, he uses a laptop, so more than likely he has a pen, because there's a lot of laptops that come with the pen now.
Well, I did pretty good on it.
I agree, Sean. I totally agree. Sean says Illustrator is well for use for logos. It is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you have Illustrator.
Tom, you got the big bucks. You're
Well, you're not
a tycoon.
Yeah, you're not buying a wheel, so you might as well buy Illustrator.
It always comes back to that.
Yeah, I know. I love to.
Can't even afford decent jam. Can't even afford jam. He's eating jelly.
I tell you.
It's rough.
He's probably GV brand jelly and peanut butter, not even the good stuff.
Sugar and water color coloring.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
All right.
Well, it's amazing how many different ways there are to clean up logos.
Oh,
there
yeah.
are lots of ways. Yeah, it can. Yeah, it does, Sean.
Let's see, reduce, resize.
So, are we going to talk about the new stuff for Assetto Corsa that's been coming out, the two NASCAR mods, or are we just going to let them sit there out there in La La Land?
I'll let them sit out there in La La Land because I can't run it no way. So.
Well, you're not the only person we talk. Well, true, but you know you got to that's because you have a joystick.
You got 3 people watching the show, Tigg. Maybe you ought to talk to the people that are watching.
Oh, actually, Tom.
Don't talk to the fictional people.
Yeah, I like talking
to the real people.
Actually, Tom, if you go out and buy one of these, I think they're like $20, $30. This Xbox controller.
Oh my gosh.
You can actually run Assetto Corsa. You don't need a wheel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You buy an Xbox controller. It works with Windows, and it'll work with.
It's easier on your thumb, maybe, because one of those joysticks is a throttle. Is that the way it works?
Yeah.
I don't have any idea how that works.
I don't use it. I use my wheel, but.
Yeah.
I don't know how
you have to start all over because he's kicking my butt with his joystick. I'm complaining. It'd be foolish for me to say, Tom, you need a wheel because you can't drive.
I know.
As he drives away from me. I mean, he came into Delta and was running with the leaders the first race. So, and they're all seasoned equipment guys,
But they have wheels.
Hey, look at Dog's on. Dog's sort of on.
Hey, Dog, what's up, buddy? PS works with Windows as well. See, there you go. There's more than 3 people watching. There's 4 now.
I mean, I can leave.
No. You're the glue that binds the show together.
Tigg, Mad Dog is not connected vocally.
Yeah, I know. But he's still watching.
He can probably hear us. He can probably hear us.
No, you can hear us, but yeah.
You can see us. He can't.
You
We
can
can't
see.
hear him.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
that's.
saying.
Yep.
But he can't hear.
And you're the glue that holds the show together, and you're the one losing it.
I'm the glue. I'm the glue. What are you saying? I'm a dead horse.
Keep on whipping that dead horse.
I'm a dead horse.
No, actually, our league is open for business now. Well, that's good. Cool. I saw the ad on the.
Yes.
Yes, I have seen it around. We have seen it. That's for NASCAR Racing 2003. If you want to put up a link to it in the chat, go right ahead.
Yeah, please do.
Yes, please do.
I love the guys. FSB.
I thought I turned these desktop notifications off.
No, you can never turn them off completely.
Oh,
Just go ahead, guys. If you want to advertise your leagues, go ahead and put the links in the chat, and eventually I will work them into the description for y'all as NASCAR race. There's gonna be a lot of stuff added to the description. The description's gonna be like 10 miles freaking long by the time I'm done. Anyway, all cooperating together. That's how we get this going. I was thinking something else when that popped in my head. Now I forgot what it was. Typical.
Because every time that thing pops up, there's something news on the page. It freezes me up.
Oh, really?
You gotta go into your Windows settings and turn. Well, actually, there's a gear that comes out on that. Just click the gear and tell them to turn it off.
I did.
Well, you gotta do it probably for every one of them, because that's how I had to get rid of a lot of them. If you notice, I'm not getting any notifications. I had to do that with a lot of them. I get Chrome, I do, but you can turn that off too. Nobody's gone live because it will tell me on Chrome that people are going live. Nobody's going live. Anywho.
Wow, that was lovely.
I know.
Anyhow, that was lovely.
Anywho.
So we're less than a week away from the Roar before the 24.
I know. That's gonna be cool. Some road course racing. There you go.
A little bit of IMSA.
A little bit of IMSA.
A little bit of IMSA.
Yeah.
A little bit of IMSA.
A little bit of IMSA. And there was something else I was thinking. And
6.
it's what? Is that how long is that race? What, 2 hours? 4 hours? 30 minutes?
It's not really a race.
No, I don't remember. They're on the car.
I mean, it is a race, but it's not a race. It's a testing session, really. But I mean, there's cars out there racing. Star GTB.
So we're not gonna even touch on that, are we? No, we're not. You said we're not gonna touch on.
What? What? Well, no, we're not.
No, we're not. No, we're not. Don't touch. Can't touch.
Okay, you want to touch on? Touch on.
I think it's worth talking about.
We'll talk about it then. It's your show.
I know it's my show.
Cover the wild world of sports. Cover everything. I don't even know what's new. Did they? The problem I have with those things is that site is, like I said, I've watched that site for a couple of years, and there's never a release.
Yeah, there isn't, and it's like they don't post anything for months on end, and then all of a sudden here's a whole bunch of posts, and then they'll disappear again.
They're all doing their own thing,
Yeah.
They're all just doing their own thing, and they're having fun with it and everything, and we're watching. It's like, no.
Let us play. We want to play too.
AI.
Yeah, AI sucks. There's no two ways about that. The AI does suck.
Yeah, it's quite amazing. Isn't it amazing that there's such a vast chasm between the AI on road racing and oval racing?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, basically, you have boxes that the cars occupy, and they have a track that they follow with an LP or whatever you're going to call it. Various. Why is it that we can't get oval racing? I don't get.
I don't know.
Oh, those are the are the fictional.
Shit.
What?
Something.
What did you do?
Something about encoding overloaded and something happened.
Oh, I did.
I don't know. See, are we still out? Are we still? Yeah, are we still going out?
Going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It wouldn't let me load it up.
Nothing to do.
Wouldn't let me load it up in the showroom. It was too much. Whatever. Something's going on.
Isn't that pretty?
It's a pretty car.
Now, they have a Ford. They have a Ford.
But they don't have that
They
released
have a
yet.
Lumina. They have a Lumina and a Thunderbird they're doing, right? Are they doing anything
Yeah, it
else?
won't let me
Are
do.
they going to do a Buick?
Yeah.
Gonna do
I don't know.
a Dodge?
Well,
There was no Dodge.
There was no Dodge at that time.
So,
But it's a good looking car. I mean, there's absolutely
No, yeah.
the model is gorgeous.
It's fun.
I can't load it up in showroom. It's not letting me. It's not letting me.
Go to the Daytona. Really?
Yeah.
Go to the date. Let's look at the cars. Go up their colors.
I will in a minute. I've already clicked the
Colored.
showroom again. It's not. It's not letting the showroom load.
Well, we don't need to show them.
Okay, so
Party
these are all.
is over for business now.
I know there is a non-fiction, an actual car set. I've seen the pictures of it, but I've yet to find the download for that. So these are all fictionals. So.
Interesting color scheme they got there.
I mean, it's not bad. This model is absolutely beautiful. I think I think the handling on it. No preview available. I mean, you can tell it's a. You can.
I hate to say it, but these guys are barely painters.
I know they are. These are pretty basic schemes.
So what is this?
This
is an Assetto Corsa
Oh, okay.
92 Lumina
yeah.
mod thing that the Assetto Corsa, what are they called?
A set of course of NASCAR.
and like I said, my problem with them is they don't really release stuff. I mean, all of a sudden they have a bunch of links in there a lot of times, but they never actually are what they say they are. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's not the greatest, but they're well, it's almost like they're a team of amateurs, to be honest with you.
Like a closed league that's putting pictures up is what it is.
Basically.
Let's see. Okay, I need some advice, guys. Just about it.
Draw it back and punt.
I'm saying.
They're on
This
Facebook.
works.
NASCAR for Assetto Corsa or Assetto Corsa NASCAR. Just look them up on Facebook. If you want to actually find the mods, you have to go through and click a lot of things. There's paints in there. There's a whole bunch of stuff in there. But I actually did find the mod, which was... Alright, what's wrong with you, Assetto Corsa? Why aren't you showing up on the screen? That is weird. Oh, there it goes. Well, why is it showing up that way? It won't let. Okay, interesting. The sounds, I think, kind of suck. I'm not liking the sounds. If you look in the rear view, it's a la the graphics in the rear view are a la frickin' Nintendo. Well, look, wait till they come up and see. Because right now you're not really seeing anything. Oh, I'm already way ahead of this guy. The one thing I noticed about the AI in this particular, at least on this track, is they'll pit. They'll come out of the pits and they'll do the whole lap. Uh-oh, my CPU capacity. Probably got too many cars running. Yeah, because it's frozen. What the? Oh, are you guys hearing me at all? I'm guessing not.